Welcome back, everybody. My name's APrater54, aka Adam, coach of the McChesney Park Slowpokes. And today I bring you the YCL Wi-Fi draft analysis. This season's upload optional. It's the side league of YCL. Now we're good. So this season we have 90 points to draft, 10 to 12 mons. It's 6 point and below can Terra. You can have 2 or 3 Terra captains. And it's open Terra with preview. You have to tell your opponent what they are. We had 12 coaches this season. I was 6th picked overall. This side league's also item clause. But there's also some additional stuff. Dire Claw, Relic Song, Effect Spore, Don't Break Sleep clause. And Last Respects is allowed on Basque Legion and Smeargle, because Smeargle was an oversight. They forgot it could get it. But it's definitely going to be interesting. So at 6th pick overall, I decided I'm going to do something fun. It was at this time like Gouging Fire, Dragapult, few other broken stuff I believe were still on the board. But I decided to take 15-point Terrapicos instead of Gouging Fire, which I may or may not regret later, because I do have the person that drafted Gouging Fire on my schedule at one point. So Harry is going to be a pain to break Gouging Fire. But Terrapicos is very good. Got it mainly for a rapid spin, wanted removal right away, a functional toolbox with Toxic. I can't complain. And if you're wondering what the music is on the background, it's all the Bleach openings. So, without further ado, for 15 points, this is well worth it. It could be physical or special. Gets access to Rapid Spin, Rock Polish, Calm Mind. Gets access to Body Press. I believe Amnesia as well. And Stored Power. If you're able to Rock Polish, Calm Mind, get a weakness policy off, you are cooking with Stored Power. This thing can outpace a lot of mons, except for like Scarf Bundle, Scarf Electrode, and Scarf Dragapult, and Scarf Chin Pow. This thing's just going to outpace them after running Rock Polish, which is incredibly good. All in all, incredibly bulky mon for a normal type and can do a lot of things. I might run around and run physical one week and catch people off guard because it gets moves like Heat Crash, gets Earthquake, gets Iron Head. Yeah, it gets quite a bit. Even Rock Slide. This even gets Meteor Beam. That is just nasty. So you can Rock Polish Meteor Beam for free and then be a +1 special attack without having to do Calm Mind, which is incredibly good. But that is our Terrapicos. That is our round 1. Next, we decided, you know what, let's have fun. Let's get Roaring Moon. I want to know how fraud this mon is without Terra. And in general. They call it Roaring Mid for a reason, but in the right hands, this thing can be explosive. In the wrong hands, it just dies to a Fairy Wind. Being times 4 weak to Fairy is incredibly horrible, and this is supposed to be ad-free. And it's not. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip the ad. Alright, we're here. We're back. That's annoying. When you pay for ad-free and it still gives you ads, what is YouTube doing? It's so annoying. Especially on Lo-Fi music. It's supposed to remove them. What am I paying for? But Roaring Moon, 119 speed, a monstrous attack stat. Mediocre special attack stat, but it still gets Flamethrower and Fire Blast for the Sun, which still can nuke steel types. Sorry, my throat's dry, so I'm going to be drinking a lot. It'll show on camera. I apologize in advance. But Roaring Moon being able to knock off Scale Shot now, Dragon Dance up, Acrobatics once the booster energy goes away is phenomenal. Even gets access to Iron Head, Fire Fang, gets access to Outrage, Dragon Claw. Gets access to U-turn to be able to pivot out. All in all, phenomenally good. Well worth the 15 points, I think, in my opinion, and I'm curious to see what this Mon can do. Next, for 11 points, you probably see a theme here, and I did not want to let this sit any longer. We took Torkoal. Yeah. Okay, I love turtles. That's all I can say. Even though this is a tortoise, fuck you. I love turtles in general. If it is turtle shaped, I love it. I have 2 turtles. I am happy with these first 3 picks. I will say that. Being able to run white smoke to prevent my stats from being lowered. Being able to shell smash and copy out later into some of my other picks is amazing. Because I believe I got more than one copycat abuser. Minor spoiler. Actually, yeah, I did. But being able to set Sun is amazing for Roaring Moon. Free attack boost, free speed boosts. All in all, very, very good. I can believe Roaring Moon can actually boost your special defense too, which is ridiculous. You can make it tanky as all hell. But Torkoal being here with Yawn, Will-O-Wisp, Body Press, Earth Power, Stealth Rocks, Rapid Spin, Will-O-Wisp is absolutely amazing, and it's incredibly bulky and hard to kill. That, and I have safe pivots for every water move that wants to hit it. Rock moves, I have switch-ins for. Oh no, I'm going to be sitting pretty damn good. You're not going to be able to walk into this fight with a water type. I will say this, because I got a Roaring Moon and I have the rest of the squad. I'm not going to be weak to water. But, minus spoiler, I'm going to be hella weak to ice, because, yeah, if you can't tell, we're doing Sun, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But that is Torkoal. Next, we take Sylveon. I talked about the copycat. Granted, this one is incredibly hard to get off because you have to have a mon slower than base 65 in front of you in order to copycat. So that's going to be incredibly hard to do, but it's fine. Sylveon is here to just spam Hyper Voice, pass wishes, and set screens. And abuse the shit out of Weather Ball after a Trailblaze, which is incredibly good in the sun. So now I got Terapagos with Weather Ball, I got Torkoal with Weather Ball, I got Sylveon with Weather Ball. This is a Sun AD team. All in all, Pixelate's very good, Q-Charm's very good. Being able to run Stored Power, Wish Pass, Baton Pass, all in all, very, very good. Sylveon's hard to break on the Spadess side, Torkoal's hard to break on the physical side, and Terapagos just chews a lot of things, especially behind screens, which is going to be amazing. Next, we took our first Terra Captain. Round 5, Blossom for 3 points. I don't remember if I mentioned it, but Torkoal was 11, Sylveon was 9. This is 3 points. Being able to run Weather Ball, Quiver Dance, Strength Step, all the powder moves, and have access to triple Axle now, Growth for Mixed Attacker, and Swords Dance. You Quiver Dance or Growth in the sun, fire triple Axles off into an ice weak team. That is beautiful. So I got a mixed special attacker, well, mixed offensive Terra Captain in this mon, even though it's base 50. After a Quiver Dance and in the sun, that's outpacing a lot of stuff, especially like, actually no, it's close to Scarf Bundle, but not over it. All in all, Blossom is very good. Its defenses are very good for its speed too. So this is going to be a little tiny tank Terra Captain, and hopefully I can break some teams with it. Next, we took round 6 Sandy Shocks for 11 points. This is my Spikes, T-Wave, Stealth Rocks, Volt Switch, Earth Power Abuser, gets access to Flash Cannon, gets access to Tri-Attack, which can cause status. All in all, it's just here to hit things, pivot out, and just tank to set hazards. Sandy Shocks is pretty basic. And this is my first time actually drafting it. So we'll see how this goes. This is my ground and electric type. All in all, phenomenally good. And I can't wait to see what this thing does, especially in the sun, because I can boost your speed, I can boost your special attack. Boost your special attack just breaks things. Yeah, I look forward to that. Next, a mon that I was tempted to make a captain, but I decided I wanted 3. Charizard in the sun, baby. This could have been a Terra captain, but I decided not to. This gained, maintained its belly drum, gets flame charge, gets access to focus blast. I can run blunder policy, focus blast. This has hurricane. This has weather ball itself. So I can actually use Charizard in the rain if I wanted to, unless it's against an actual rain team. Hurricane becomes 100% accurate. All in all, Zard's pretty good. It got Scorching Sands back. Also very, very good. Being able to run Air Slash, Ancient Power, being able to run Brick Break to break screens. All in all, phenomenal mon. Access to Thunder Punch, access to Earthquake, Belly Drum. You set up sweep, you're good to go. Or you can just be explosive in the sun with Solar Beam and blow things back with the Life Orb. And Charizard was only 4 points. Next, we got... Oh. There we go. We got round 8 Volcanion for 10 points. One set I love running the most on this is Blunder Policy Focus Blast. To immediately double its speed, run max special attack, modest. Now you're hammering things with 4 offensive moves without having to run Flame Charge. And you're a threat. You get Sludge Bomb, you get Weather Ball, you get Steam Eruption, you get Scald, you get Earth Power, you get Focus Blast, you get Wild Charge for the Pelipper matchup if you really want to nuke that thing. All in all, still a phenomenal mon. Granted, it lost Defog, so it's like kind of saddening. But all in all, Volcanion is well worth it for its monstrous attack and special attack stat. And it can just turn the tide of games. And Water Absorb is amazing for this team. This like walls bundle, which is goddamn amazing. Next, for 3 points, I got my second Terra Captain. I decided on Levaney because I wanted Sticky Webs. This gained access to Triple Axle and Calm Mind, has access to Knock Off Fell Stinger, gets access to Switcheroo, Light Screen Reflect, gets access to Bug Bite, gets access to Lunge now, can be incredibly annoying. You can run a Calm Mind set and take advantage of Bug Buzz, Leaf Storm, and Giga Drain as well, instead of running Leaf Blade all the time and Swords Dance. You can be a mixed attacker, which is incredibly good. This being able to Terra Fire removes its weakness. This being able to Terra into anything is phenomenal. This is mainly a physical one, but it can be special for the weeks I need it. All in all, for 3 points, Levaney's well worth it for the base 95 speed and sun. It's just as fast as Leafeon. This would outpace Bundle in the sun, but barely, which is incredibly, incredibly good. And having access to webs on a team like this is absolutely amazing, especially with item calls. They can only run 1 boots. But next, we are going to debut round 10. We decided to take Skuntank. This gained access to Temper Flare. It has a physical fire type move. Granted, it doesn't have a way to set up its attack. It's fine. But it gained Trailblaze this gen. It also has Nasty Plot and Flamethrower, which is incredibly good in the sun. Combination with Dark Pulse and its stabs and Sludge Wave, Very good. T-Spikes, Toxic, Knockoff, Sucker Punch. Gets access to Taunts. Gets access to Roar. All in all, very, very good amount. I believe access to Pain Split as well, so I can just... You do damage to me, take some Rocky Helmet damage, Pain Split back. Alright, let's have some fun. This is a good wall to a mon like Single Strike Urshifu. All in all, Aftermath is good, Stench is good. I believe King's Rock is allowed, so I can have 20% chances with flinches. So this is going to be interesting, but for 4 points, Skuntanks hopefully is worth it. Next, we have our final Terra Captain. Eggy is here. This has Expanding Force now, this has Sleep Powder, this has Stun Spore, this has Poison Powder, this has access to Calm Mind, this is access to Sword Stance, Earthquake, Earthquake, Seed Bomb, gets access to Ancient Power for mons like Moltres, which is incredibly good. All in all, just running a Life Orb and Sun and smacking things to death is absolutely amazing. That, you just don't die. Giga Drain Life Orbs does so much from this thing, and so does Solar Beam. It's a phenomenal mon. This being able to Terra to be Terra Fire, because it does not get Weather Ball, which is a damn shame this gen, especially when the other ones get it, is a crime. This mon would be a lot more valuable if it had Weather Ball. Granted, it's not the fastest thing, it's base 55. It can also double as Trick Room. If I need it in a matchup to where I cannot rely on Sun, I run Trick Room. I Terra into a type that removes my time for weakness to bug. Just run a weakness policy or whatever I feel like and just hammer away. It is incredibly good. Run some bulk. Lower that speed down. I can have some Turkish delight. Great, now I want eggs. Last but not least, for 2 points, because I had him anyways, and I was like, you know what, might as well get a ghost type. Need a spin blocker. Haunter's here. Alright, I got another fast ghost type, and it does everything Gengar does, except it's slower and tankier. That, and it's weak, it's immune to ground type moves unless they're levitate, which is incredibly good. This thing being able to just smack you with base 95 speed and I believe it's 110 special attack. It's either 105 or 110, I can't remember. But Haunter being able to just nuke you with an Eviolite, good. Incredibly good. And I get Destiny Bond, you're coming with me. I don't care. I'm about to die. C'est la vie, come with me. But anyways, that is the team. I hope you guys enjoy. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And stay tuned for week number 1 when I face off against Golden Guy. He's a YCL main league champion. So this is going to be interesting. Later. Enjoy your night.